In this video, I would like to show you my website that I made for the second assignment for the Advanced 7 programming module. I made this website using Laravel framework. It's a shop website which contains two user roles, employees and clients. Employees can manage items that are being sold while clients can purchase them. First of all, I would like to log in as an employee to show you their side of things. So if you log in, we immediately see the table containing all the items in the database as well as their price. There's pagination present on this page to avoid long load times in case we have a lot of items, and it's a good feature to have for usability. All the CRUD operations are also possible, so we have an opportunity to create a new item and add it in the database. We can retrieve them as we are already seeing them. We can edit or delete any items we want. So first of all, let's add a new item. And another feature which we have is validation. So if we just click submit now, we see the error messages saying that the validation did not pass as both of these fields are required. If we add the name and click submit now, only this error message stays. So now let's do it right. Let's add pillow and the minimum price, which is $7.99. And if you click submit, we have the message which should disappear in 5 seconds, which says that pillow was added to the database. And if you go to the last page, you see the pillow and the price that we specified. There's also searching functionality. So if we search for toy now, and we click search, we see both items which match our input. We can also search for any other items. So let's say we search for pillow and we see a pillow. Editing items is also possible. So for example, if you want to make this item a little bit cheaper, you can do that. There's again the same message which says that the details are updated and it disappears in 5 seconds. We can also delete any items we want. So if we don't want to sell medallions anymore, we just confirm the deletion and it's gone. Another thing which employees can do is look at the sales data for individual items. So for example, if we open this item here, we see its sales by month. So we can see how many items of this kind were sold in a particular month. Obviously, at the time of this recording, it's still April, so no items were sold in May or after that. And for this particular item, only one was sold in January. Up here, we can also see how many times this item was sold in total and what revenue did it bring to the shop. More features containing graphs are present here in the sales data page. So we see two more graphs which shows the amount sold, so we can see which items were the most popular or the least popular from the beginning of the shop. We can also see the total earnings each item brought, so we can see which items are most profitable and which items are not as profitable. Also notice that pillows are already present here, but since no one has bought them yet, they're still at 0. One more feature from this page is the ability to export a CSV spreadsheet. So if you click here, you see that the file was downloaded, and I will open it now to show what the file contains. So if you click OK, here's the file that contains every item that we have in the database, including the pillow, but you won't find the medallion which we deleted. Every item's price is also listed, as well as the times the item was sold and total earnings it brought to the shop. That's about it for this page for employees. One more page is sales history, where employees can see every single sale that was made from the beginning of the shop. So for example, here we see that the most recent sale was this one. It shows the buyer, the price, the date, and the item. There's also pagination, as we have 931 records, and fetching them all from the database would be slow. So we only fetch them bit by bit. If you go to page 2, we see more records, and then if you go here, we can see the first purchase that was made as they're ordered by date. And I think that's it for the employee side of things. So now if I log out as an employee, I can log in as a client, or if I register and create a new account, by default it's created as a client account. This is to prevent clients or users who are not employees from changing any data which they shouldn't have access to. One thing clients can also do is log in with their Google accounts. So if you click here, we see this pop-up, and if I log in with my Google account and I click next, it redirects me to the shop and I'm logged in as a client. Again, I see all the items, but now instead of editing them and viewing the data, I can only buy them. So if I click buy item, let's say I want to buy a sword, it pops up this pop-up window where I can enter the fake card details used for testing. And then if I enter my card details and I click pay, the payment goes through. And if we wait a little bit, it says that I have successfully purchased sword. That's about it the clients can do. It's utilizing the feature of Stripe payments, which is very handy with Laravel's framework. Then if I go to my bought items, I can see that I bought an item. It says my name, the date of when I bought the item, the price, and the item itself. Obviously, I can log in as a simple client user, or I can probably register a new client user. So for example, if I say client at example.com, I enter password, register. Once again, you see validation saying that this email is already taken, so I need to change it. This was shown on purpose to demonstrate validation is present in more than one place. Now if I click register, I'm once again in my client view. This client, since it was just created, it doesn't have any purchases. So if I buy a small chest, we should wait a little bit and have our purchase confirmed as soon as our payment goes through. And there it is. And if we go to my bought items, I can see that I bought the small chest. Now, if you get back as an employee, we can immediately see if we go to sales history. We can see that sword and large chest are the items I bought. It would probably be more ideal to also use time when sorting by date. But right now it just looks at the date itself, so the year, the month, and the day. That's why these purchases are not on top. And I think that's everything that this website has. So advanced features include validation, pagination, searching, charts, CRUD operations, CSV file exports, Stripe payments, as well as Google authentication, simple user authentication, role management, so we can have employee and client roles. And I think that's it for my assignment. Thank you.